Hey guys, Aaron here, coming at you with another watch review. Before I get too far into it, I just want to apologize if I sound a little nasally, kind of getting over a head cold. But there is some poetic injustice in the fact that a couple of weeks before I leave for Italy, I get a Panerai in for review that, in all likelihood, I will not be able to keep. Panerai was originally a Florence-based watchmaker that produced diving instruments primarily for the Italian Navy. There are two fundamental genres of Panerais: the radio mirror, this one, known by its simplicity and large onion style. This one's not necessarily an onion style, but onion style crown, and the luminor, known by its large crown guard. I have almost always been attracted to luminors in the past, but this radio mirror has me completely smitten. Before we get too far into it, let's go over some specs. This is a very small, for Panerai, case size of 42 millimeters. The thickness of the case is 11 point and a quarter millimeters. Our lug-to-lug measurement here is 48.8 millimeters. And the weight of this on the strap shown is just under 3 ounces, 2.9 ounces. Let me adjust the light here a little bit. If anyone can accuse Panerai of having a fault in their fit, it would be due to size. They have cases that range from 42, what you see here, to much larger, 46 or more. They can be thick, and they can be heavy and bulky. Panerai is often worn and thought of as a statement watch. You want it to jump off your wrist and smack someone in the face with its Panerai-ness. The 512 is not that sort of watch. You can see, clad in its 42 millimeter stainless case, it rides my 7 and a quarter inch wrist very, very well. It is using one of Panerai's thinnest hand winding movements, and it sits really lean and low on the wrist, as you can see. Super low, super close. Not something that's going to catch stuff as you're walking around. But it still retains a Panerai wrist presence, largely due, I think, to this measurement, the lug-to-lug, but not at the expense of comfort. It's one of the reasons I'm really impressed by this. The movement Panerai put in this particular watch is their 99/1 hand winding movement. It is very reliable, and it is also Panerai's thinnest. You can just see it. It's really, really cool to watch it. It offers a large amount of manual adjustment for any type of regulation it might need. And the really shining attribute of the 99/1 is its beautiful decoration, as you can see here. Once you flip the 512 over, you can see its intricately beating heart. It's really, really nice. Love that. So, the dial, the bezel, and the crystal. The 512 has a beautiful sandwich dial, you can see in there, with a vintage styled loom layer underneath. I've always thought that sandwich dials give a really nice depth and dimension that sets itself apart from other timepieces. The hands are polished steel with vintage applied loom, and the sub-second dial at 9 here. One gripe that I have with most Panerais is the way they lay out their markers is a little imprecise. It's probably perfectly adequate for day-to-day wear, but I find some sort of satisfaction in syncing my watch to the NIST clock and seeing how well it runs. The crystal is nicely AR'd and slightly domed. Pretty standard, but it's worth noting. The strap and the bracelet. So, Panerais typically come on leather straps. Some of them come on bracelets, but this one came on a really nice blue suede strap with a polished V-style Panerai buckle. I find that on my 7 and a quarter inch wrist, the OEM Panerai straps are a little small, so I would probably opt for a Greg Stevens strap if it was me. So, just to kind of wrap up this review, or this first look at this watch, if you will, I kind of thought my days of Panerai were over. I owned a 380, I owned a 312, and I thought I was kind of done. But this 512 has really stolen my horological heart. The 1940s case styling, the display back, the sandwich dial are just a really amazing mix, and I couldn't recommend this piece more. If you are interested in purchasing this exact watch, it's available from Aston Jewelers as of the publishing of this video, or you can message Alfred, FNFZ4, on any of the major watch forums, and he'll get you taken care of. Mention that you saw me and you saw this video, and that's what sent you there. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the Panerai 512. See ya.